Hello Chocks and Chockettes, never in between, Roberto here for another video review. This time we have the Thornton Squares Orange. Or Thornton's Orange Squares, whichever way takes your fancy. It does say Squares Orange on it, so... And what have we got? What's it say? Crunchy chocolate biscuit base with a tangy orange cream filling smothered in milk chocolate. Or in a milk chocolate. It's not in milk chocolate, it's in a milk chocolate. Well, very interesting one, these ones. I've just reviewed last week, you probably would have seen by now. I did the salted caramel version of these. Very surprised. I thought it was just going to be basically like a chocolate square, a bit like a thin almost, like an After Eight type thing. You know, you get those chocolate thins in supermarket own brand things and After Eights, and there's Turkish type ones sometimes and things. I thought it was just going to be one of those, but actually, you would think that actually by looking at it. You know, you'd think, well, it's just that's what it is. But actually, it has a sort of biscuit underneath that chocolate square, like a square of biscuit as well. It's actually underneath. A bit like you get sometimes in these sort of chocolate biscuit selections where you've got like a slab of chocolate with a biscuit underneath. It's basically like that, really. So it's a bit misleading, I think you'd say, from the front of it. So it says cocoa biscuits with orange flavoured filling, 25%, and covered in milk chocolate, 27%. Okay. They are different, of course, than the other ones, but I'm assuming they're the same thing because it's the same brand and, well, same line of chocolates. So we go, what have we got? They also contain peanuts, nuts, sesame, and egg. We said salami for a minute. So has it got palm oil in there? Can we see it? I can't. Vegetable oil, palm. There we go. So about halfway down that ingredients list, just above it says 2.5%. There, palm. There we go. And you got the graphics, the calories there. So one biscuit is 67 calories, 3.6 grams of fat, 2.2 of which are saturates. And per 100 grams, it's 516 calories, 28 grams of fat, 17 of which are saturates. So there you go. See, so it's over the 500. I always say about 400 to 500 is I think a normal amount for a sort of chocolatey, sweetie snack per 100 grams. And this one's over that. So yeah, so relatively high in calories. Super vegetarian, it says, tick. And it's got lightbodyventures.com. I don't know what that's about at all. It's that website there at the bottom. I don't know what that Light Body Ventures. It doesn't say it's like. It's just as if, I don't know, there's Thornton's Limited for Light Body Ventures Limited. Seems very weird that, I don't know what that's about at all. It's like it's another company. I don't really know, very strange that. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. And it's 104 gram box. How many squares did it say was in here? Does it say? This pack provides 8 servings. Each portion of pot's 13 grams. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's very nice. Yeah, we should get into it though. Give it an open. Let's do it. Let's give it an open. Let's give these Thornton's Orange Squares an open then. I think I think these Thornton's, I didn't say it before really. It's got sort of a shine on this logo here, but I think the Thornton's boxes are very sort of mundane, aren't they? I don't know. They seem, they've got this Thornton's logo on here, but I'm not sure. They seem. I don't know, I don't think Thornton's has a real sort of branding, does it, other than the name? It looks quite nice and everything, I guess, but it's quite plain. I don't know, I feel like, I'm not sure. It suffices, I think, is the gist of it. Okay, well, let's give them an open. Yeah, so basically I've done about 700 reviews now, I think. So in the top corner, one of the corners, there'll be a link to place all my reviews. So check those out, and check out the main programme as well, if you're able to do so. And there'll be a link in the top corner as well for that. Okay, right, so there we are. So what have we got? So these to one side. Got 2 trays here. Now, originally when I opened these again with the last lot, I thought, well, you could fit 2 in each of these, and you almost can, to be honest with you. So then you could have 8 in each side. But they are quite thick, actually. Let's give them an open of these. But nonetheless, you can still see there is dead space definitely above it. There's a very strong orange smell coming from. When I was open, that very zesty smell. Very zesty. You can see what I mean here. So you can see on the bottom is that biscuit. There. Yeah, so you can see it's very loosely put together. There's not an air of quality. I do feel like, I don't know. There isn't an air of quality about this product really. It's as if it's sort of, it's got that light body bench. As if someone else has sort of just made a product and slapped the Thornton's name on it almost. I don't know. There's something not quite right about it. Okay, so that's right. It's about 4.2 centimeters across on the top, and the bottom of the biscuit is about 4.2 again. That seems odd. That can't be right. 4.1, 4.2, yeah. Alright, I think the top must be. It's about the same. It seems to measure the same somehow, but you would have said the bottom one, having a look at that, you know, definitely doesn't seem as big as the top, but I guess maybe it is. Maybe it's just all lopsided. Okay. And the height, I definitely don't. I'm still not convinced, but that's what it seems to say on a measuring stick. About 0.8 centimetres high as well. Yeah, I guess it is lopsided actually, so it probably is. I don't know. It's unusual, that one. There's like a lip here. I think that's just solid. I think that's the inside come out a bit, this bit at the top, and dried. I'm not sure what's gone on there, but anyway. Well, yeah, maybe they are about the same size. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's see. I would chop this in half, but well, yeah, let's chop it in half. It's going to be this. I think it's an orange cream in a minute. As I say, it's got a lovely smell coming from it. It could be just something that's trapped. Put the odor, trap the odor back into the packet. You know, and it's just, you know, it's gone. But not really cream either. So it's like a solid cream. So the other one, the salted caramel one, was very much a liquid caramel centre. Whereas this one, you can see it's a bit more. Well, not really. More of a solid one. There's like a cream in it. Yeah, definitely different. So I must say, actually, it does make me think it is probably, you know, not a third party doing it all, whatever. It is Thornton's, because it's, you know, they could have just reflavoured the caramel basically, and they've not done that. So it says cocoa biscuit with orange flavoured filling and covered in milk chocolate. Orange flavoured filling 25%, milk chocolate 27%. So it doesn't mention the biscuit underneath on that description, which is odd. Yes, I think that's just the chocolate that's pushed down, perhaps. That bit there. Not sure. It looks like there's a chocolate filling as well, doesn't it? So I'm not sure what's going on there. It's that sort of dome on each, you know, in the middle. So I'm not sure. Doesn't seem to be telling you what's really in this on the box. You know, it doesn't tell you there's biscuit underneath. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I think we'll have to give it a taste to find out, I think. But there's definitely something odd. And there's definitely something else in there. You can see it shiny and glistening, so glisten. Okay, well, let's give it a taste and find out. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, once again, these Thornton squares, orange squares, taste. So, go on, I chopped in half previously. I was saying it was a bit of an odd one because it's block out my face, it focuses in. There we go. Yeah, so it definitely looks like it's got sort of multiple things in there, doesn't it? Like, block out my face again. You know, it's got like an orange, you can see that sort of like cream layer, but there's also like a glistening layer in the middle there, some kind of dome you can see, and then the biscuit underneath. So we're interested to see what's going on there. So yeah, let's give it a taste and find out. Let's do it. It's a very nice orangey taste, actually. It tastes a bit like a bit like an orange club almost, but actually, perhaps not quite as good a flavour as that. Biscuit's quite nice. Seems to have some kind of there's an orange cream in the middle, but there's definitely like a dome of chocolate as well, or something. You can see how it's done there as well. You can see that sort of lump of centre, you know, in the middle. That's chocolate cream or something in the middle, as well as the orange cream. I think that's just solid chocolate. I think so. Yeah. There's a thin layer, it's like a dome of chocolate underneath, and then an orange layer on top of it. So it does mean you get less orange cream in there than you otherwise would. I don't feel this is quite as good as the salted caramel one. It's more the textures rather than the flavour that's not as good. I mean, the flavour's, you know, it's obviously different, but let's try giving a dunk in a hot drink. There's a biscuit after all, or half biscuit. Okay. Not bad. Works well the biscuit side of it, but not so much with the chocolate topping. Obviously affects the orange flavour as well. So yeah, it's okay one, this one. It's definitely not as good as the salted caramel one. The salted caramel one was a step above this one. It had such a lovely Oh, it was really liquidy actually. The caramel in it. It was very distinct and very salty. Really. Had a quite a distinct flavour. This one has a very distinct smell, and obviously you can taste the chocolate, the orange, but it's a bit. It's not quite enough. I think the orange cream centre is not creamy enough. There's like a chocolate centre in there as well. It really detracts from it, and means you don't get as much cream softness of it. You just get a bit of an orange taste. And it's not quite. I prefer to have orange clubs than this. Orange club biscuits. They're just better. They just do exactly the same, but are better than this biscuit basically. So that's the gist of it, really. That's the gist of it. It's just not as good as a club. There's a better product out there. It's probably cheaper, and you get more of them. So yeah, it just renders this one a bit pointless, really. And I realise clubs don't have the cream aspect to it, but this one barely does anyway. There's hardly any of the cream in there because of that chocolate dome centre that it's got. Let's see. Look, that's big solid chocolate dome centre. It's totally detracts. If it was just full of the orange cream, I think you'd definitely get something a bit more interesting here, but you're hardly getting any because of that dome in the centre. It's hardly getting any. If it is a dome, you can see that it does fill up again around the edges, around the sort of edges of it, but it's not enough really. Yeah, it's not enough. So yeah. That's a bad chocolate centre, of course, but you're expecting orange and you're just not getting enough of it. Yeah, it's disappointing, this one. I think I'd say a 3 out of 5, really. It's okay. The chocolate centre's okay, you know what I mean? It's just not great. When you're expecting the orange taste, you're not getting much of it. And you're not getting much of the orange cream either, as I say, as a result of that as well. So you're not really getting what you expect, really. You're getting something else. It's almost like there's just not much orange in there. If it was just, I don't know. You could argue, well, it's you're still getting orange. It could just be orange flavoured chocolate, and you wouldn't have any cream in there. But it's labelled as being an orange cream centre. You definitely feel like you're getting, you're meant to just be getting a square of orange cream in there, and you're just not getting that much, at all. It doesn't really tell you there's biscuit in there either on the packet. It's very bizarrely packaged, I think. And quite misleading, I think, on there as well. You're not getting at all what you'd think. So, a strange product, I think, really, and it's kind of mispackaged, misadvertised on the packet as well. It doesn't show you at any point that you're getting biscuits. It doesn't describe. It says cocoa biscuits with orange flavour filling. It does say biscuits there, but there's no sign of the actual biscuit on this bar, which is underneath this square. It's very strange. Yeah, it's an odd product, and I don't think this one's really done properly either. It's just, I don't know. The orange cream, there isn't enough of it. It's more chocolatey than the biscuit, and it just doesn't seem. It's just not as good as a McVitie's or Jacob's Club, whoever makes it now. I think it's McVitie's nowadays. So just not as not as good as those. So get them instead. 3 out of 5. Okay, so I enjoyed that review. Follow on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon if you can, but I think the member program on YouTube is even better now, so you can get some exclusive content in the channel. Leave a comment for free, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye for now. See ya.